how I lost 64 pounds. Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brianne. I know, you're all probably going to say, Diana Brianne, you didn't have 64 pounds to lose. Well, I've talked about this. I think I had a video. It was like how I lost 34 pounds and then it became 50 pounds. Or maybe it was 45 pounds, I can't remember, but now it's been about 64 pounds. So I'm pretty well done. I'm done. I'm pretty thin right now. And so I want to, of course, my goal is always to be healthy and fit. And so you have to know when it's important to stop and just to maintain. And so that's really where I'm at, is I'm at the maintain place. If you haven't noticed, if you watch my dancing videos, and they're usually under the shorts section because I post my dance videos, you can see that I'm pretty thin. And although in the videos, videos tend to put on about 10 pounds on the video that really aren't there. I don't know why, when you do video, that people do tend to appear a little bit more than what they really are. But I've lost a lot of weight. And so how did I do it? Well, first of all, I don't give recommendations or advice or suggestions or anything. I just share with you how I do things. And first of all, I believe in being healthy. That's my number one focus. When I lose weight, I want to do it healthy. I want to make sure it's the right thing for my life. It's under, for many people, they may want to do it under a doctor's supervision. And so for me, losing weight was a journey. It didn't happen overnight. It happened, actually, I lost all that weight in about a total of maybe 4 or 5 months. And really what happened was when my husband had taken sick with cancer, it was a very stressful time. Now, I didn't put all that weight on at that particular point. I had put a few pounds, I put a little bit of weight on, part of that weight prior to that, and going back to college. And of course, everyone thought I looked fit. Everyone thought I looked great. Everyone, people really didn't notice because I didn't look heavy or anything like that. And I could disguise it pretty well at the time too. And so, it wasn't a big deal, but I did notice that I felt that I would feel better at the weight that I used to be, which is the weight I am now. And so I decided to, eat a certain way, very, very healthy vegetables, green vegetables. I stayed away from a lot of meat. I'm not a big meat eater. I'm not so much strictly vegan anymore or strictly vegetarian. I do let some meat into my life. It's just that I don't usually eat very much of it. And whereas I used to be vegan, I used to be vegetarian, and now I'm kind of just a very, what I call a healthy eater. And so anyhow, I did all this exercise. I've always exercised. I run, walk 5 miles a day. I go to the gym 5 days a week, and I do a really excellent cardio workout plus weights. And so that just in itself wasn't doing it for me. So I had to really, for me, I did intermittent fasting, and I did some fasting. And of course, the fasting that I when it really was more of fasting, I did that kind of in along when my church started fasting. Now, my church never says, hey, you need to do this kind of fast or that kind of fast. They leave it up to you. But I just chose to be more, to really go into the fasting. And so I did that. Now, remember, not all people should fast. And it should possibly be, a person should check with their doctor and make sure it's right first. But for me, I'd already talked to my doctor, and I told my doctor that I wanted to lose the 64 pounds that I had gained. And so I did. I would say it was one of the hardest things I've done. One of the hardest things I've done, because I love to eat out. We love to eat out. And I think that going forward, now that I've lost all the weight, I'm where I want to be. I love where I'm at for health reasons and for, to feel great and everything. Now I need to maintain it. And so I have my certain routines of way I will maintain being slim. And of course I do work out every day, and I dance. So if you haven't seen my dance videos, I do hope you go watch them. They're in the shorts section, as I said. and I dance. I dance pretty much every day, and that really, really helps get the weight off. It really does. Dancing really, even more so, I think, than working out at the gym and the running, the dancing really gets all the body parts moving. And so the dancing, along with very healthy, selective eating, eating healthy, and that was how I lost my 64 pounds. And so now I'm really thin, and people go, wow. They never really realized, because I was probably, I don't know, I was able to kind of hide it well, I guess. But it was a lot of stress eating, going back to college at 62 is, and, sitting there and going to, classes and all of that. And then not having enough time to maybe give to myself exercise-wise as I did before. Now I'm giving myself plenty of time exercise. And so I feel great. I feel healthy. And I did it through healthy, selective eating. Eating selectively healthy, avoiding the junk foods, avoiding the garbage foods, avoiding the stuff that's not good for me. And focusing on the things that are good for me and in how to prepare it right for my body. At 65 years old, I want to be the best me that I can be, and that means taking care of my body. And so I did lose 64 pounds, and that's a lot. And so, we have to know what our right weight is. So I'm really at my perfect weight and probably should not lose anymore. And so I'm really good to go now. So I just wanted to come on here and share that. It was a hard journey. I have to say, there's nothing easy about it. But, you see, what I see is most people at the beginning of the year especially makes decisions to lose their weight. And then after a couple days, they fall off the wagon. And so I stayed with it, even when I made mistakes and ate something that, wasn't good for me. I got right back on, and I continued to exercise. And I knew it was going to be a long journey, and really somewhere between 4 and 6 months. I'm not exactly sure how long it took me to do all that. And but I did it right. And, my blood pressure is wonderful, and I feel wonderful, and I just want to stay healthy. And so if someone wants to lose weight, they also need to be around encouraging people, and they have to make decisions about what they're willing to give up. I was willing to give up going to restaurants, except for a special occasion like a birthday. I was willing to give up going to restaurants during that time. Now I want to start going back out to restaurants, but I have everything kind of modified in my approach to how I eat, when I eat, and how much I eat, and what kinds of food I eat, so that I can maintain where I'm at. Okay, so I just wanted to come on here and share that with you. I don't tell people how to do things. I'm just sharing with you how I did it. Okay, from my house to yours. May God bless you. I do hope you like, share, subscribe, and I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.